Hello Libras, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Libras this week? You have the Three of Swords firstly, then you have the Knight of Cups, then you have the Page of Swords, then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. But firstly, Three of Swords, this is not necessarily a nice energy on its own, but I will clarify and figure out why it's here because I'm sure it's not as bad as it seems. But Three of Swords is feeling, generally speaking, this can be fear or something's worrying you, something is causing you, what I'll say is it almost feels as if some of you are kind of beating yourself up or hurting yourself with your own thoughts and feelings, and there's something where it feels as if some type of self-inflicted pain or something with your thoughts or your mind, the things you say to yourself or things you spend time worrying about. It feels as if there's an energy of you choosing to keep thinking about something. And I know that sounds harsh, I don't mean that in a harsh way at all, but there's just something where your mind is almost like used to doing that. So there's a habit there, there's a pattern of like, there's a cycle to break now of not doing that. And this could be someone around you also. If this isn't resonating, this is someone you're very closely connected to, where you're going to be very much paying attention to the fact that they're doing that, and like trying to break out of that cycle. Then you have the Knight of Cups, much nicer energy. Knight of Cups is very much romance and flirting, and there could very much be someone coming towards you in love if you're single, that is kind of wanting to kind of show off to you, or very, very flirty and silly energy and fun energy. But it could also be your energy towards someone else. It can be mirrored, but don't take things seriously. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean this isn't serious. I mean stay in the light-hearted energy, if that makes sense, because there's something very like very beautiful about them staying in the happiness or something. This person could be someone very serious, and so I just feel as if there's something here where you are going to kind of lighten this person up. Sometimes what I'm saying sounds like advice, because I read this card and I was like, don't take this seriously, but I felt like I'm saying that wrong, I'm communicating that wrong. You're not going to take this seriously, you're just going to enjoy yourself. Then you have Page of Swords. Page of Swords is kind of, this is very like studious, don't know how to say that word, but there's something very like about learning, about studying, about brainstorming ideas and learning new things and thinking. And I don't know, there seems as if you could get lost in your mind or lost in your options around I don't know, some of you it's almost like you want more time on your hands to learn more, to study more, to kind of branch out in different directions and learn new things. It almost seems as if you want like 5 different brains and 5 different bodies to kind of jump into, to try out different careers and try different like, things you want to study and career paths. I just feel as if I really like that, because it's just showing that you enjoy or are going to be like enjoying your path so much that you're like, oh, I want to try another one as well, right? Or I want to try another one. Then you have Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is kind of slow and steady wins the race. It's like the tortoise and the hare. Taking your time, one thing at a time, and being very like grounded. Your energy, people kind of trust you. People really trust you. Whatever you're doing, like you just have this trustworthy nature about you where you're goal orientated and you have something you're working towards, but also like there's this calmness and a sense of, I feel like people know you're going to succeed in a certain area if you haven't already succeeded. Like they know you're the type of person where they're like, Libra's going to do that. no doubt in their minds, because they just know who you are. You're something where you wear your heart on your sleeve, or you're just so trustworthy and so like dedicated to what you do in the little things in your life, where people know you'll do that in the big things too. Clarify the Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is equal, give and take, and balance. But with this card, I often feel like this is kind of you and someone else juggling in some way, like back and forth or mirroring, right? I don't know how to explain it better than with the Three of Swords here. I feel as if you're going to see parts of yourself in someone you're around. So those of you that are already in a relationship, or this could be about a best friend, right? Or whoever you're around the most, it seems as if you and this person are very much reflecting things to each other about yourselves. So like with that Three of Swords, if you are kind of hurting yourself with your thoughts, right, or bullying yourself in some way, with the Six of Pentacles, I feel as if you're doing that, and then you're going to see someone do it. You're going to see your person do that, right? And you're going to go, oh, I can see how much that's hurting them. I can see how much that's not good. I can see the effect that's having from you being able to see it from the outside perspective. It's then teaching you, oh, I wish they would stop doing that. And then you're going, oh, maybe I should stop doing that too. And then maybe they'll stop, like maybe they'll see, I don't know, I just feel as if there's something where you're realizing that you're finding more control over yourself. Because also I'm noticing, like, I don't know why, I was looking at this card and I felt like there was like puppet strings, but there isn't. And then I'm looking at this card, which is the Six of Pentacles, and like that would be the kind of hand holding the puppet strings. I just feel as if there's something where somebody else being in your life and you seeing a side of them that is you, if that makes sense. There's a side of them that you're just like, you relate to it so well that you're then learning, oh, I relate to that. I don't want to be like that either anymore. And this could even be you and them deciding together, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to change. We don't like that part of ourselves. And again, when I say things, sometimes it sounds heavier than it is, because I'm trying to communicate it in a way that you then get it, if that makes sense. Like I feel like sometimes I have to blow things up bigger. This could be the tiniest thing. This could be like a little habit that you don't like, and you see someone else doing it and you go, oh, is that what I look like? Is that what I look like when I pick my nose? I don't want to do it now, right? As an example, right? You're like, it could be something tiny and silly. But clarify the Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. Can also be, the funny thing about the Ace of Pentacles for me as a reader is this is often my card of like an engagement or a proposal. So with the Knight of Cups, some of you there's like a proposal coming in if you're already in a relationship. There's someone that wants to be in a more committed one. There's some type of stability coming into that, of like making something more official. Others of you with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, if you're completely single, it just seems as if there's something here where you and this person have a seed being planted together. Weird thing to say, but where things are going to grow into more. It could seem little, whatever is going on between you, but you also know that if you keep going on this journey with someone, it's going to play out and grow into something very beautiful and long lasting. Clarifying the Page of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Interesting, because I said the Three of Swords, I was getting something like fear around it. Nine of Swords is fear. So with the Page of Swords, some of you are like learning about anything that plays on your mind. Instead of like worrying about it, you're transitioning that and you're transforming that, into going, actually, instead of fearing this and avoiding this, I'm going to learn about it. I'm going to learn more about it. And because that's the thing, is like sometimes we're afraid of what we don't understand. And I often see that with people when somebody is left out, someone's pushed aside or not included. It's because people just don't understand them, and there's a fear around that. There's something here, there's something you're avoiding, or even a part of yourself that you're avoiding, or whether it be anything that scares you to think about. Learn more about it, and I feel like that's what you've realized and are realizing this week. Like I said, this keeps coming through as advice, but it's not advice, it's what you're doing. You're going, I don't want to be afraid of that anymore. I'm going to dive in towards it and learn all about it instead. Like, clarify the Knight of Pentacles, the Star card. Star is dreams, hopes, wishes, healing. There's something, some of you are definitely who you wanted to be 10 years ago, but you forget. Like, you forget. And I just want to remind you, you're like 10 years ago, yourself would be so proud of you right now. And it just came through so strongly because I was just looking at this man walking, and with the wish card, with the star card, sorry, it's almost like this is what you dreamed of. Like, look at where that man is and look at where that star is. You've already kind of reached what you wanted to become at one point. At one point you wanted to be exactly who you are today, and you are. Congratulations, but you're so busy on to the next thing, because now you're here. You're almost then like, okay, that's the starting point now, right? And you're like off on this new journey, but you forget at one point where you are right now was the goal, was the hope. You've succeeded at becoming who you wanted to be. And it's not just like, I don't just mean your career success or anything like that. It's like your person, your character, your personality, how you move around the world, how you speak, what you say, how you think. You're the person you wanted to be when you were younger, and even maybe even 10 years ago. Like, you were who you wanted and hoped. There could even be a specific person you looked up to and wanted to be like, and you have become a lot more like them than you realize, and you like forget that. This has been a very strange reading, but I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.